Howdy y'all, and I just wanted to shoot y'all a weekly wrap up what all I did this week, my first week back after the clutch issue. Alright, well, we went and got the truck, and I had to go pretty much immediately after I got my trailer and get the truck and the trailer inspected, which I did at Love's. Cost me just over $100 and took about 3 or 4 hours. You know, Love's has got a really ridiculous situation over there. You got the mechanic doing the paperwork and doing the mechanic work. He has to handle everybody that comes in the front door, and he has to try to do the work and then check you out and everything. It's ridiculous. Love's, if you're watching, you need to work on that. That's just pitiful behavior. Not to mention, if the mechanics aren't busy, they have to go clean the restrooms and stuff. Look, if I was a mechanic, ain't no way in the world I'd work for Love's. They'd have to pay me a lot of money to clean bathrooms. Well, after that, I got a load going up to St. Louis. Actually, just above St. Louis, to Hazelwood, Missouri. And dropped that one early and went over to Godfrey, Illinois, and got me a load of mulch. Well, this load of mulch was wet and nasty, and y'all saw the pictures where I had to sweep it out and it made the trailer a little wet. Well, I got to looking on the load board, and I found me something good to follow this one up, because I wanted to have time for my trailer to dry. But right now, let me tell you what happened after I got my load of mulch. My batteries had been cranking the truck a little weak. So I swung into the Speedco there in Pontoon Beach. Well, they tested the batteries, so they ended up having to break them down and test each separately. 3 of them came back bad, and 1 of them came back recharge and test later. So we went ahead and got all 4. Besides, Interstate will only honor their warranty if you buy all the batteries. So we got the batteries in the truck. That cost me $660, and the guy tried to stiff me for the core charge. It was going to be like $790. I said, no, that core charge comes off. If you take the old batteries, the core charge comes off. And they tried to do this at checkout, man. It almost made me really upset. It was really not a good thing. He ended up taking it off, and the bill was $660. I had a little bit of escrow money I was able to use, so that helped me out there. And of course, I put in my escrow every week thanks to Advanced Trucking, and that little program they have, that's pretty awesome. Thank you guys. And once I got the batteries done, I managed to ride on down to Blytheville, Arkansas, and I slept at the Love's. I got the last parking spot available that evening. Y'all, that is one busy truck stop, just crossing that parking lot. Here it was like 5:30 in the evening. This place has 100 spots, and it's full at 5 o'clock in the evening. That's crazy. There is a serious parking shortage in this country. When a place on I-55 in Arkansas is full by 5:30 in the evening, and there's people coming in like a racetrack in and out of there. Y'all should have bought a little bit more property there, man. Y'all missing some revenue. Well, I got a good nap there, and the next day I delivered down to an academy in North Jackson out on Lakeland. I had to run the pallet jack a little bit. I didn't even remember. I thought my license was revoked on the pallet jack. Let me tell y'all. But it was only like 7 pallets. That gall darn forklift was able to reach almost all the way to the front of my trailer. It had 3 extenders on there. Anyway, there was like 7 pallets left, and I just rolled them to the back. I'm glad I had my broom, man. That thing was a mess. It ended up not being quite as wet as I thought it was, but the load that I got after that one was really cool. But going around that academy, luckily, see, when I got there, the other truck rolled in right behind me, and I was able to go all the way around the school, which I had to get a couple of power trucks to move out of the way, and a gardener's truck, because that place is under some severe construction while they're still having school. I'm like, man, somebody must have missed their deadline. But yeah, they got 2 loads of that rubble mulch for the playground. And the guy that came in behind me, he must have lived pretty close because he said he just left the house. And I was headed to the house. I live 100 miles from Jackson. All right. So the load after that one, I pick it up really close to my house. And I take it up to Birmingham. But my trailer stays at my house. That's right. Next week, I might be able to tell y'all a little bit how my power only experience went. God bless, and I'll catch you on the next ride.